We have so many.
Hey, what's up, fam? What's good?
What up?
Hello. This is the board meeting, and here we are in a meeting with a board game, a digital board game. Might look familiar to anybody who's been here for what feels like forever, because Wingspan has taken over my whole life.
For at least all of March.
Yeah, right? Or at least it's taken over all of March, which is wonderful. Oh, thank you. Thank you, XLDM. Looks and sounds good. Very glad. So before we hop in here, we acknowledge that in Milwaukee, we live and work on traditional Potawatomi, Ho-Chunk, and Menominee homelands along the southwest shores of Michigami, part of North America's largest system of freshwater lakes, where the Milwaukee, Menominee, and Kinnickinnic rivers meet, and the people of Wisconsin's sovereign Anishinaabe, Ho-Chunk, Menominee, Oneida, and Mohican nations remain present. Alright, thank you all for sharing our space. What's up, fam? We are here for birds. My name is Janelle. I am here to play birds. I don't have a PhD in birds, but I do have bird time. And I'm joined by one wonderful friend. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Chris, and I'm a PhD candidate, not in birds, but in other stuff. But I do like playing birds a lot. This is a cool game, and yeah, that's it.
I'm just happy to play birds. Like, I've been doing student conferences all morning, and so this is like a super treat that I get to just play some Wingspan for a little bit. I feel very spoiled.
Oh, this is conference week for you?
I wanted to, because they're turning in their projects next week, and I'm like, yo, y'all need some time to chat with me. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, understand. Well, still, that can be rough.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'll tell you, conference week is not nearly as draining when you get to do it from home.
It's true, yeah. Especially for somebody like me, I don't have to go up and do it. So, in fact, I think in the future, I may just hold conferences virtual, even if I'm teaching face to face.
Oh, for sure, dude. Especially because some students really prefer that for the same reason. They don't want to have to go up to my kind of weird office on the 5th floor of who knows what.
Yep.
Not that that's even my office anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Who knows where we're all gonna be?
Oh, who knows, man? Who knows?
Anyway, should we start our burb game here?
Let's get going with some burbs.
All right. Looks like I'm first too, which
Nice.
I'm not used to. Let's do this. And we should specify we have some AI in game here, and they're probably gonna kick our butt.
Yeah, probably. It's fine.
Based on the games that I've watched my partner play, because my partner Carrie loves this game and plays it a lot, her nemesis is the cedar waxwing, the one in the middle.
Yo, yeah, that's why I picked it. Straight up.
What?
That's why I picked it for myself, because straight up, I don't know what it is. That guy will get you every time.
Yep. He just kicks butt, and it's really, really maddening.
It's super frustrating.
Right.
Like, getting beaten by the AI does not feel good.
Nope, not at all. Alright, so I'm picking some burbs. Let's see, I'm picking... What is that one? I can't read that tiny writing. A prairie chicken. Greater prairie chicken.
I love that.
I'm picking a great horned owl. I have a lot of great birds, apparently. So let's see, I need the stick nest, I need the regular nest, and I need the bowl. So let's pick this blue well. Two of them go in the grasslands. I'm good on in the forest, so I'm good on that. Let's see, what do I want for food? I need worm.
This new environment that they made for the special event. I saw like some kind of update on Steam about it. There's a special event. It is beautiful. It's so soothing.
Yeah, gorgeous. I mean, this game just is very soothing in general.
It really is. This is the game everybody's getting for a birthday present from me this year.
That is a great birthday present, by the way.
I'm glad to hear that. Confirmed. Good idea.
It's so beautiful, and like I said, it's just I really want to check out Elizabeth Hargrave's other game,
Yes.
the Mariposas, because this is such a great game. Not just soothing, but it's just a really like involving and engrossing game.
Mm-hmm.
And great mechanisms, and it's just a good theme and lovely artwork. So I'm very impressed.
These are interesting bird choices. I think that's something that makes me sad, is that I can't keep all of these birds. I would love to just keep all of them, but unfortunately, there are goals here.
You're the cedar wax one.
Yeah, I know, yes, I took that one from the AI because now we can't lose.
All right. Good call. Okay. I didn't even... It's early morning, technically.
Oh my god, I know. I was talking to my students this morning, and so, I mean, mind you, I teach at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I do my conferences during class time so that everybody's available. And so many of them were like, I'm sorry, I'm normally like more awake, but it's the Monday morning after spring break, and I can't. I'm like, dude, nothing until noon, the day that you get back from spring break, even counts. Don't even worry, you're doing great.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have to email all my students for this week. Be like, hey, welcome back. Be sure you're in class on Wednesday.
Exactly. It's like, hey, so still in school?
Yeah. I figure I have a reminder because the last few times, not many people.
You cut out at the end there. Not many people what?
Not many people have been showing up to class.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I've got like a really consistent group that always come to class. It's a small group, but they consistently come. And I mean, my synchronous classes are optional. I don't make them come if they can't or if they don't want to.
Oh, it's back to me. Uh-oh. Sorry, my Discord crashed for a second there.
Oh no, you're good.
Alright, so let's see. Nope, we're gonna get some food, I think. And we are going to take the gram. Or the wheat, or whatever that is. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Alright. May the luck of the cedar waxwing guide me in my turn.
That's gonna be a new saying. May the luck of the cedar waxwing grace you.
May the luck of the waxwing be ever in your favor.
3 fingers up, all that.
This bird also has a beautiful flute-like song.
I love when the trivia tells you like about their song, because then I need to go click on it, but the AI needs to finish its turn. I just want to hear birds, man.
But not too early in the morning.
I'll tell you what, real quick, I moved last semester, and I moved from like a really busy part of town to this like kind of quieter, woodier area, and it has been so nice, dude. You wake up to bird song, it's wild. I have never had that in my life, and it is amazing.
It is pretty cool, but I will say, I used to live in a place called Oak Park here in Chicago, or here in Illinois. Mm-hmm. It's one of the suburbs of Chicago.
Oh yeah.
And right outside of our window there was a tree, and in that tree was a robin who liked to make a lot of noise early in the morning. And when I say early, I'm talking like before the sun even rose. And it was like that little SOB woke us up so many times.
That is the worst and also hilarious. I'm just imagining like a kind of low stakes animated movie of like your battle with that robin.
It would have been quite funny. There were so many times where I was just like, I should invest in some sort of like pellet gun or something.
That's hilarious.
Or a slingshot. One of the two.
And that bird's like, the fuck you will?
That's another, like, there was, I don't remember what the comic strip was, if it was a web comic or a newspaper comic, But I remember years ago there was a comic strip where somebody was like walking through like a park, and all the birds were chirping, and they're like, "Wow, this is so beautiful." And then they like in the next panel, you saw like what the birds were actually saying, and it was like, "Hey, get the hell out of here! Hey, I'm horny! Hey, this! Hey, that!"
I love that. I love it so much. Where did I see that recently? I've just been getting so much random bird content, like everywhere. Ever since I started playing Wingspan, I'm just like, I see birds differently, man.
Yup.
For real though, I had this super weird experience. I don't even remember what the fuck I was watching. It could have been Alias, because I'm rewatching Alias right now. Or it could have just been a random TV show. I was like watching something, and I looked at, they had like a close-up of a particular, I was watching this kind of nature thing while I was working on my prelim proposal. And Disney Plus has a bunch of really nice, like, just low-stakes documentaries. And there was this one shot that focused on, I'll show it on stream here, this bird, this guy, the kingfisher. And I was like, oh my god, that's a belted kingfisher. And I felt so fucking proud of myself just for being able to do that. Like, that doesn't mean anything. Who gives a shit? But I picked it out and I was like, I've learned something from this game, I guess.
We are learning.
We are learning, yeah.
Black skimmer. Skimmers plow the water with their beaks, snapping shut when they hit a fish.
Alright, chat. This black skimmer is adorable. He's just stomping his little feet. Look at him go. He's just ready to roll.
Wait, is he out, or is he...
Yeah, I just played him in my wetland.
Alright, where the heck is he?
He's so cute. He's just like stomping around and making little bird noises, doing bird stuff. 10/10 recommend. Okay, that's a silly song to sing. That's amazing.
Alright, so I'm gonna lay a couple eggs, I think.
Yeah, it's about that time to start doing that.
Yeah.
Man, that feeling of like not out the gate making any attempt to match your bonus cards. I just looked at my bonus card and I'm like, that's not even remotely what I'm doing.
Yeah, I just pick them and then hope that they do something.
I hope that something kind of like changes in the sort of engine of the game where it's like, now this will be more useful. Or some kind of, magic happens where suddenly all the cards are right. Something I've been seeing happen a lot in the games I've been playing recently is like, and I mean, this happens in every version of Wingspan, right? Like physical game, regular digital game, or vice versa, whatever. What'll happen is that if you just don't get the right draw, the 3 birds that are open, or like the food that's available, like it is really all about the particular chances and affordances based on what food just happens to roll in and what birds happen to get drawn. And it's so interesting because in this engine building game, there's that like 2 major contingencies of chance. The only thing that is very certain is that you have X amount of eggs that you can place at a particular time if you choose that action, but otherwise you're really relying on the kind of happenstance of how things are sent to you, which is super interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean this game is so much like the luck of the draw, and or the luck of the roll, and there are so many times I've been playing it where you're constantly like looking up, and especially with the digital version, you're looking up in the corner, up in the upper right corner to see like, what am I doing this round, what's coming up, and you're trying to prepare, and then like you go to pull birds and there's none of the right nest, or there's none of the right habitat, or there's none of the right food and all that sort of stuff, and it can be maddening at times.
Sorry, I got super distracted as I was just like, what am I gonna do? Like, this is a very important choice. It's like a medium choice, definitely.
It's understandable.
Aha, that's right. Okay, yes, I do want to do that. 1 for you, and 1 for you. Alright. Yay, my bird helps everybody with their tasks this turn.
Huzzah!
Yay, thanks, sharing bird.
Thanks, socialist bird.
That's my favorite bird. That's amazing. That's hilarious. It's like, I wish that this AI would finish his turn so that I could go back and see which bird we are now calling the socialist bird. It's the western meadowlark. Look at him go, just sharing eggs with everyone.
Yep.
Hello, we got a friend in chat.
Hello.
You should buy this game. This game is so good. 10/10 recommend, probably the best game ever. There is room to make an argument either way, but thanks for the follow.
It's
friend.
up there.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
following.
thank you.
Yeah, we've been playing Wingspan all month here on Board Meeting, and we've got various videos archived up on YouTube. But yeah, if you're thinking about buying this game, do. I mean, really, just do. I think it might still be on sale on Steam. Don't quote me. I'm not sure. I saw that it was. I just bought it as a friend for a friend of mine as a gift. So I mean, really, we strongly recommend it.
Yeah, it's a favorite.
All right, here we go. So, played a bird, gained some food. Everybody is eating and playing birds. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna eat or am I gonna play birds? I can't play birds, so I'm going to draw birds. Yep, you're an easy pick. Nice. Okay. Roll the dice that are not here, and there are no fish for me, so my skimmer continues to be hungry. Off he goes, stomping around, stomping up a storm. Look at that little guy go. He's just got places to go.
Yeah, he does. He's like, I got shit to do. It's bird shit. I don't know what that is, but I got shit to do.
And I'm just gonna stomp my little feet and get going. I mean, he's adorable.
That's right.
Like, I would just, if I saw this bird with my eyes, I'd cry. I'd just be like, you're adorable, and I don't know what to do with myself right now. Which is, I mean, I guess it's not specific to this bird. That's most birds. Birds are just weird and fascinating, and that's something that I learned from
They are.
Like, look at this guy.
Or TikTok. If you watch a lot of TikToks, there's a lot of bird TikToks.
Yo, bird TikTok is fire. It is on fire. There are people there representing. People love birds on TikTok, which is hilarious. And I do highly recommend Bird Talk. Bird Talk is real.
Birds are the new cats when it comes to TikTok, I guess.
Ooh, don't let cats know that. Cats will be real sad.
Yeah.
Cats are like, what? They're the who?
Excuse me? I may have to go eat them.
All right.
But I was going to say, we had planned,
there were just
like, for
22 of these
April,
scavengers alive in the
to play sort of
1980s, but there
spring
are now
themed
over
games,
200.
you know, to get in the mood for the spring. But this is such a spring themed game in and of itself that we're kind of already there.
I know, especially with this updated background. I feel very springish. Like, these cherry blossoms being in bloom, one, I am cry, and two, this is just fantastic. I feel very soothed in the way that I might if it was actually spring outside where I live. But it hasn't really decided whether or not it's going to commit to being spring here, which is typical for Wisconsin in late March.
Wait, why do I have to discard an egg? What happened? Oh, I don't want to do that. All right. I'm a skip. I don't care if I don't get the benefits. But yeah, and I will say, like, as a classic movie nerd, your background just makes me want to go and watch, like, all the Akira Kurosawa films again.
Oh, yes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just want to go watch anime immediately. But I can't because the semester's not over.
I know, right?
I have to finish watching Fruits Basket. That's the first thing I'm doing upon submitting Thomas's paper. nigh 2 months from now. Once I've done that, I am turning on the remainder of season 2 of Fruits Basket and then crying until season 3 comes out. So I got a busy few months ahead of me.
To tide you over until then, have you watched the anime Carol and Tuesday yet?
I have not.
It's from the creator of Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
I think it came out in like 2019, 2020, something like that. And it's about these two young women who live on Mars in the future, and they want to try to become like singers and rock stars. And it's beautiful and fantastic and fun and funny and just a great show. So I highly recommend Carol and Tuesday.
Cool. That's awesome. How is it? Carolyn Tuesday? Like the name Carolyn?
Carol and Tuesday.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, Carolyn Tuesday. That's a very cool name.
Carol and Tuesday. Yep.
Okay, cool.
And it's on Netflix, so it's readily available. Yeah.
All right.
It's just great music. I'm just watching your black skimmer like do his thing.
I know, I can't help it. He's so cute. It's like there are more interesting things to look at, I'm sure, but he just keeps doing little stops, and I'm here for it.
He's got that adorable little underbite.
I know. He's gonna go take on the world. That's what he's gonna go do. And he's doing a great job.
We are here for you. We stand Black Skimmer.
Oh my god, we do stand Black Skimmer. He's so cute. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Look at him and tell him he's not cute? That's mean.
Exactly.
Don't do that. We don't do that here.
We are gonna support him.
We're gonna support him in all of his adventures as he stomps all around the world.
Who's where on Well, it looks like you are going to be getting this round goal.
That is actually something very interesting about the digital version that is very hard to do when you're playing analog, is like check on the score and see kind of who's winning.
I mean, like right now, you are winning this round, and you're tied right now with the Blue Jay for round 2. And round 4, the Owl is way out ahead already.
Get out of here, Owl. Nobody invited you to this party.
Go back to Hogwarts, you little FOB.
That's hilarious. Yeah, well, no, you're too expensive. Oh, okay. Alright, that does not solve my problem. Okay, update. The Black Skimmer can cache fish on his card, so he's just stomping around the world, scooping up fish in his mouth, and then just moving on.
Yep.
What a life.
Yeah, I haven't played the physical version of this yet, because, for right now, Carrie and I have been, we've all been in, not quarantine, but, like shelter in place and lockdown and all that. And it's like, there's so many components in the physical version that it doesn't pay to, like, set it up for just 2 people.
Sure, yeah.
So, I mean, I have the physical version, and I want to play it, but I want to make sure that I have more people and that make it worthwhile. But I can't imagine just, like, trying to keep track of all those moving parts right now. It just seems intense.
Yeah, it can be a lot. It really can. Especially for 2 people, I probably wouldn't do it. Unless, what I would maybe do is do 2 people and then throw in an automa. That's the one that can run itself. That might be pretty fun. That's something that I was planning on doing at some point. Just because I know from playing the automa on Scythe that it's pretty doable, and there's like companion apps and stuff that can make it a little bit easier. So if you are gonna set it up, it can be, of course, just you and Carrie, but also like a 1 or 2 sort of AI players.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I never thought about that.
it's time to be an early
But-
bird. Get the worm.
There you go. But I was gonna say, the nice thing too is we have so many like just 2-player games that are much easier to set up. It's like,
Yeah, it's like
Just
you're
deal
looking
with
at those
it.
boxes, it's like you're not gonna pick the other one.
yeah.
No, I'm the same way.
that's-
I found myself doing that, like whenever I like have all my board games in this cabinet here in my house, and I look at the cabinet, I open it up, and like, what am I gonna play? And then I look at Wingspan the box, and I'm like, but also open Steam.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I will say, since like the pandemic has started and I haven't had to commute, I've had a little extra money, so I've bought so many board games,
Nice. Dude, same
and
though.
so many of them just have not. What?
Same. I've been doing the same thing.
Yeah. And it's like so many of them haven't even been played yet, because they're just waiting for, you know, a gathering.
Right.
Pygmy nuthatch. These flocking birds.
But the nice thing is,
often
next
have
year,
helper birds bringing
or next
food
semester, we
during
should all be
nesting
back
season.
together, face to face.
Yay.
Can play all of that, and so we can try out all of our new board games.
I know, I'm so excited. And we can finally get to the ones that we've been planning to play for like what, literally going on 2 years now, but for a variety of reasons just haven't been able to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I want to play
It will-
Dude. I want to play, what was the one? Stoner Parking Lot? Is that
That's
a
that's
game?
one of my new ones. Yep,
Like, that's
one
on
of
my
my
list
new
of things
ones.
I want to play. Like, we never got around to doing that kind of stuff. And also, I want to revisit Video Vortex, because that is one of the games like Wingspan that I've gotten a bunch of people into. But ever since playing with other people, I haven't had a chance to play with you all again, and I really miss doing that.
Yeah, well, and you know, I've got the Vorpal board now.
Yes.
And I have not had a chance to even sit down and play around with it. I was hoping to do that over spring break, and it just didn't happen because I had too many other things going on. But I'm thinking like Thursday, because Thursday is when I'm getting my vaccination, and I'm probably going to be kind of wiped out.
Sure, yeah.
I'm thinking I might start playing around with it. I could start looking into scanning in the stuff for Video Vortex, and we could try to do that.
Yo, that
like,
would be super cool.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. I'll see what I can. Because yeah, that game, I mean, that's another one where it's like I would love to play it again, but it's so hard to set up for just 2 people because there's so much.
Yeah.
Although now that I have the insert that I designed and my buddy 3D printed, it's so much easier for like setup.
I love that.
And I'll
Game
get
box
you.
inserts, man.
I'll try to get one for you too, because I know that you've got it. And this insert, like, I'm not to toot my own horn, but this insert works so well for just organizing the pieces, but also for just taking everything out and setting it up.
That's awesome. I love that, man.
It streamlined things so much.
That's amazing. I mean, so when I bought Scythe, because mind you, if you remember, I didn't grow up playing board games. This was not something that I did a lot, and so I'm sort of getting into it as an adult, sort of studying games and stuff. So when I bought Scythe, that was my first like really big investment, where it's like, here's a very expensive game and also an expensive insert just to make playing the game easier, more convenient. And I mean, it's just nice. Let's be realistic. You got an insert in your game, that's pretty cool. You're the coolest kid on the block, for sure. Like, no questions asked. So all I want to do is get really nice inserts for all the games that could use it, because it'd be so nice. And dude, I mean, I spent like, I'm like embarrassed. There's like people here, so I'm embarrassed to say it's like fucking like 5 hours putting that Scythe box together, which is just too many hours. But I'll tell you, it's never coming apart.
Well, let me tell you this, that in terms of like, you know, fan labor or whatever, because there's a whole like subculture online of people who design their own inserts for board games, because a lot of times board games just don't come with good inserts that store everything properly. It's a lot of like plastic bags.
Oh no, Chris, are you gone? Come back.
When I was looking at the video vortex, I was just like, man, this is a mess. I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
And there were no inserts online. So I had to teach myself how to use this like 3D imaging software to design my own damn board game insert.
Yep. And I mean, that's like such dedication.
Yeah. But I did it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, and so, I've designed a couple of others since then too. I did one for my copy of Grindhouse, which I really.
Oh, cool. I was gonna ask actually if you had gone and made other ones after that. Is this something that you think that you're gonna kind of continue to do as you gather games?
For some, yeah, because there's a lot that you can find. Like there are other people who are way better at this than I am.
Sure.
And you can go online and people like will put their plans and things up online and the programs that they used and whatnot. And if you have a 3D printer, which my buddy does, it's really easy to just like plug it in and print it. But there are other games where they don't have it, and I have like a bunch of games right now where I'm just like, ugh, this is ugly. I don't like it. I want to do something. And so eventually, when I have time again, I'll probably sit down and design some inserts based on other ones that I've seen.
That's awesome. That's super exciting. I mean, I kind of feel the same way with just like putting them together, which is not nearly as fun as making it and putting it together. But I mean, I totally see that. Like, as I gather more physical copies of board games, I look inside the box, and now that I understand that there is a possibility for this additional work of like building a container for it, will make the actual play experience, smoother, faster, often. And it sort of cuts some of the awkwardness of, for example, when you're the person putting together a board game at a gathering, there's a lot of shit going on, and you are responsible for making sure that fun experience kind of happens. Because you're setting up the game, you're probably explaining it to people, but this process of having like a physical object that contains and reorganizes the game feels very much like it kind of restructures it for me in a way that I no longer have to think about the logic of the organization, because I spent so much time doing that by building the boxes that I don't have to think about that shit anymore. I can just go straight to the parts that I would rather be focusing on, like how am I going to tailor this particular experience for the people that I'm playing.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like a good example, because we played Horrified on the show before.
So good.
And there are so many parts, like so many pieces in the physical version of Horrified. But somebody did this fantastic organizer that you just basically pull it out and everything is like organized for you already.
That's amazing. That's so nice.
It's like, I'm just going to set this here, and here's all the villagers, here's all the cards, here's all this, and it's like, boom, 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 you're good to go.
That's super nice.
And I kind of, like, when I did the video vortex organizer, I kind of did something similar, where I, like, all the little energy cubes are in their own little tray. And all the cards have their own tray and all this other stuff, so that all the pieces are kind of right there and just ready to go.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, I can play. Let's do... Alright, Great Horned Owl, you're going out on the board.
Nice.
And I will say, I kind of want to try to design one for Wingspan. Because, Wingspan does come with that little, like, plastic tray for the cards. Yeah. But all the other pieces are kind of, just in plastic baggies and whatnot.
Yep.
And so I kind of want to do one, but that it's also very daunting because there are so many pieces to that.
Yeah. Yeah, Wingspan is a tough one. I'm trying to think of like how it would even go about doing that, because the main thing that you need to account for is like all of the food, and of course that also. So here's a question then, for something like Wingspan, because for example you have like the base, game that comes with food tokens as opposed to the significantly nicer like items that you can purchase online that are 3D and they're really, really nice and like hand painted and shit, which is just talk about fan labor for board games, man. It's literally an entire industry based on fan labor.
Oh yeah.
Which is just wild. But so for something like Wingspan, if you're gonna design the insert, how do you kind of like account for any future purchases that you make? Where like maybe you get like new tokens or you get like an expansion or something.
It depends, because I mean, like for the Grindhouse one, I had, when I bought that game, I immediately bought the expansions for it, and so I had all the stuff. And when I was designing it, it was like I had to think, because there's not a lot of space in the Grindhouse box. I'll say that right now. There's way more space in the Wingspan box, which you know would make it a little easier. But with the Grindhouse one, it was just like, all right, so I have all these cards, I have to do this, and you just kind of have to like figure out, like first you have to kind of figure out where does everything go. What are all the components that I have? Where should they go? How should they be put in here in a way that fits? And like with Wingspan, you know, you could. My Wingspan just crashed.
Oh no.
So I might have to come back in. Hang on a second.
No worries.
Let's see what happens if this works.
Yeah,
just like all of a sudden it was like software closed for no reason.
Were you playing on your Switch?
Yeah.
Super weird. I was playing with my partner yesterday and the same thing happened. We were playing a game, 2 people on Steam and 1 on a Switch, and the Switch game crashed like just for no reason, like in the middle of a turn. Really weird.
But I think for one thing with Wingspan, in terms of like designing the insert, the box is like deep enough where you could, if you did the cards, you would have like space to put. All right, which one is it? This one, I think. You know, where you could have like the cards in one space, and if you get an expansion, you should be able to fit more in that little tray, because you can just like design a little tray for the cards and have them separated certain ways or whatever. Or you could design it like the way that I'm thinking about it now is like you would have your little card trays, but maybe you'd have like 2 extras or something for expansions that would be empty otherwise. I don't know. There's a lot of ways that you can approach it. Just in terms of like what's in it.
Right.
And I think that's in so many ways.
Yeah, because I think of something like Scythe, for example. It's so, I mean, the game is fucking huge, especially if you get all the expansions. So much so that for Scythe in particular, there is what they call a legendary box that is bigger to account for all of the expansions, and so you can get like from Broken Token, you can get different wooden inserts for each of the expansions, and then you have to kind of look and see like which kinds of inserts will fit in the particular box that you have. Like, it's wild, just so that you have all of the pieces in one box as opposed to in, you know, a main box and then like the expansion boxes. But the box alone is like $70.
Oh yeah,
which is nuts.
Yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, and whereas like, you know, if you have a 3D printer, which is in and of itself like a really expensive,
of course,
investment, but it sometimes can be a little cheaper to print your own because like the filament that you use is like usually less than $25.
Interesting.
And for most games, you could print out like a full, like you could design and print a full insert using just one roll of filament.
Gotcha. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to put in the hours and the sort of upfront cost, or you know someone who put in the upfront cost, then making those yourself is significantly easier and cheaper, it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And one thing that I'm going to be interested in, because I've talked about it on the show before, but one of my favorite games is Unmatched. the really great miniature dueling game from Mondo and Restoration Games. And they release a lot of different sets of Unmatched. Like right now there are 3 big sets where you get like 4 characters and a board and everything, and then there's 2 smaller sets with 2 characters 3 of those with 2 characters and a board, and then like there's the Bruce Lee set. And that's hard to store, but I saw that they were talking about how they're working on a storage solution for all of the sets. And I'm like, well, that'd be interesting, but what about future sets?
Yeah.
Because like they're constantly putting together and designing new sets, and so it would have to be like a modular system that would be able to change. So I'm really interested to see how they do that, because that could then inform how other people do their inserts inserts and whatnot.
That's really interesting. Yeah, because if you have constantly rotating, or you're, buying all of the pieces as they come out, you're gonna run out of room eventually. So some kind of like stacking organization system is the only thing I can think of offhand that would be something where you can literally build on it and like expand on it and stuff. Yeah, it's super interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating to me. All right, who won? Oh, nice job.
Who did it?
You did. You kicked
I
butt
did.
on that one.
Oh shit! Mine is still loading.
You dominated.
It's just me and my birds, man.
It's the cedar waxwing.
Oh no!
I'm telling ya. The luck of the cedar waxwing.
May it be ever in your favor. Alright, now we are doing stick nests, which I have a whopping 0 of.
Yep.
Nice! Oh, but I see one. Hey, buddy. Nice. Alright.
I have one on the board and one in my hand. But I have to get food to get him out.
Yeah, same. I just picked up one that has a sickness, but the golden eagle is a very hungry eagle, so I need to gather some mice real fast.
Yep. I have the common raven, who needs a mouse and 2 other random. Alright, let's... So I definitely don't need that fish right now. Oh, I rolled and there's just no mice to be found.
No. What a veggie and wormy bunch.
Worms and veg, worms and veg. Alright, let's see. Alright, I can tuck that card. Sure, I'll take that. Alright, that's me. Adding in the AI adds a whole other dimension to this game.
It really does, especially like when they do well, because that doesn't feel good.
Nope.
Makes the girl question some things,
Which right now the Blue Jay is kicking butt on this one.
Get out of here, Blue Jay. I don't know why we even invited you.
Nope.
Alright, who is gonna go? Oof, sorry buddy, I think it's gonna be you. Alright. Goodbye, trumpeter swan.
have a nice selection in your forest there.
Well, thank you. Yeah, they're a various bunch. That middle one likes to hang out upside down, I guess. That's kind of interesting.
He does.
He's a bit of a bold bird.
Got that stripper pole action going on.
And then that condor is honestly like terrifying at the end. Like he's just watching these really cute little birds. Like I mean, this is a very large bird next to my tiny little sparrow, and so it's a little nerve-wracking. And I do feel like he's kind of watching me the entire time. So there's that. I don't hang out in my forest very much.
He's just judging you.
He's just like, you know, I feel much safer in my wetland because my black skimmer is there and he's gonna go take on the world. Look at him go. What a cutie.
Well, let's roll and see if we get any mice this time. Are you kidding me?
Oh no, dude, come on.
I'm so angry right now.
Why? Do I look like any of my birds need a worm right now?
This is just... Well, as long as I get enough, I can at least, you know, swap things out and get that bird out there, which will be nice, but still, it's frustrating. But there, I got to roll again, and you get some mice.
Yay,
so...
that's wonderful.
So yeah, there's 2 mice in there right now.
If this pelican eats those mice, this pelican's gonna have a bad day. Did you eat the mice? Aw, he left me the mice. That's so nice.
Aw, that's very nice.
Thank you, bro. That's so good. Alright, I'll take these. Thank you for my hungry, hungry eagle. Oh, how is that even possible? How can that even be?
What?
Get out of here. There's
Still
like
no mice.
no mice, dude. Like, what?
In the words of Dan Avidan from Game Grumps, are you shitting my nuts right now?
That's hilarious.
I know, right?
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's gonna be a new one. Sorry, everyone.
Yep. It's been added to my lexicon, that's for sure. Oh well, I should have enough food to get this stinking raven out there.
Oh, good. Yeah, my eagle's gonna go.
I think I'm gonna name him Edgar.
Aw. I wonder why.
Yeah. I wonder.
Just like a random, like if you're gonna pick a name out of a hat, you know?
Yep. Alright. On another note, returning to the discussion of Unmatched, they have announced new characters that were designed by the fans. It was from their fan design contest.
Oh, that's so cool.
And one of the new characters is Rosie the Riveter.
What?
And
That's so rad.
And Rosie gets to build herself a mech suit.
Yo,
Golden
that's very
right?
cool.
Golden eagles
How
mostly eat
dope is
rabbit-sized
that?
prey,
Super
but
dope.
can
That's
go
so
after
cool.
livestock and birds.
Man, I really.
Yeah.
So, do they have a TTS for this that works?
For Unmatched?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have the official Unmatched.
Yo.
That was put out by Restoration Games in Mondo.
That's fantastic. Is it one of those that you pay like $5 and it's basically the game?
It's free.
It's free, man.
Yeah.
I feel loved and seen. That's amazing.
It's so great, and it's a really nice set. The only thing is that there's two of the public domain characters have not been added in yet. That's Beowulf and Little Red Riding Hood. But they should be added in soon. But they don't have any of the licensed characters, so there's none of the Buffy characters.
Gotcha.
Bruce Lee is not in there, and the Raptors from Jurassic Park are not in there.
That's so funny though.
Yeah.
That is
But yeah.
fantastic.
It's such a dope game. It's so good. Sure, we'll play him. Why not? We'll get another bird out there so I can get more food.
It's a burb.
It's a burb.
Yeah, that raven is adorable.
Yep, that's my little Edgar. I mean, I suppose I could have also called him Alan. I don't know.
Alan!
Alan!
That will never not be funny. I think that I'm just like in that generation of the internet where that will drop me laughing on my knees every time.
So, it turns out that was from a British TV show.
Yes, and it's so good.
It is. And because when I was in 2009, when I went to London, we were sitting in the hotel and we were flipping through channels, and all of a sudden that was on the TV.
I love
that little guy going, Alan, Alan, and then there was like a whole bunch of others. Like there was this one where there was a bird who like kept hiding his head under his wings.
Yes.
And it was like, hello.
Hello.
And he would like hide and then pop up, hello.
Dude, those are so funny. Oh my lord. Is that the same one that did like nighttime, daytime?
Yeah, that's what it was. Nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime.
It's so good.
I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Whenever I play this game too, I can't help but think of those, and I wish that more of the birds from those videos were like in here. Of course, this is not the right expansion for that. I think that they are probably in one of the other ones, but like
the European expansion.
Like,
yep.
I don't think I'd be okay. Like playing those birds in this game, like that's just hilarious. That's another level of hilarity that I'm not ready for it.
Nope.
Oh my god, I'll tell you what too. My cat's not ready for it because I bought this on the Switch too because it's easier to play with people that are out of the household and people that are in the household if you have it running on two different devices. So I got it on the Switch, so I put it up on my TV, my big screen TV. Big screen. It's just bigger than my monitor. I put it up on my bigger screen, and my cat lost her shit. She was sitting behind me on the table, and I have like chairs that sit on the floor, so I was looking up at the screen, and I just see her like just chittering behind me. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And she's like, her eyes are like, little slits. She's staring at the screen, and I see that she's watching one particular bird on the loading screen that's just really big. And I hadn't started a game yet, and it was just kind of floating on the side, and she was just moving so slowly, staring at that thing. I was like, if you jump off this table and claw the TV, we're not gonna have a good time, and you're not gonna get that bird anyway.
We are gonna have words.
We're gonna have a lot of words involving that's not a real bird.
Let me just say right now, I'm super frustrated because we have one turn left in this round, right? Mm-hmm. And I just got 2 birds that have the type of nest that we need.
Yeah, and this round was a wash for me. I got one of them. Super sad. Moving on to the bowls.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to do.
Right. Yeah, let's do that. May as well.
But yeah, I'm livid.
Casson's finch. 15 birds are named after ornithologist
I have like
John
no
Casson,
birds in my
including
wetlands
2 in
right
this
now.
game.
It's like very quiet for me over there too.
Yeah.
Alright. Show me how badly I lost this round. Think I got literally last with just 1 bird.
I know I'm coming in. I'm tying for second with at least 3 others. Or 2 others, I should say. Still waiting for things to load here. There we go. And get to play my last turn. Sure.
failing bad pretty here over here in last place. 0 points land.
Are you kidding me with no mice again?
Yo.
What is... Why can I not roll any mice? This is so frustrating. Alright, I gain a berry. Sure. Okay. Ooh, and I gain 2 from... Oh, and there's a mouse!
Oh,
Hooray!
yay!
I gained 2 from the supply. What is that for? Oh, that's from the Raven. Oh, Raven, you're... Thank you, Edgar.
Edgar's doing good work.
Oh, and I can gain 2 mice from the supply. I'm gaining an extra one just so I have one.
Nice. Very smart.
Alright. Tuck that card and take that. Oh man, that was a good turn.
Nice.
That was a good turn.
I gotta say,
I'm
your
happy.
forest is beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Like, what
I'm
a
quite
crew.
happy with it. Yeah, they're like making me happy. Gotta get a couple more in the grasslands here too, so.
Get out of here, Kingfisher. With your 6 points. Makes me worried about the hard AI. I feel like that's just an unfair.
Yep. I'm still waiting for mine to load here, but I'm assuming that
It didn't
Like-
play through for me last time. Just so you know, I had to go look at it in the little menu. It didn't play for me.
no, it just popped up
Oh,
for
okay,
me.
cool.
So, but yep, I tied for second. Kingfisher got 6. That's
I
insane.
know.
Or 6 points. Okay.
Yeah, 6 points,
That's
6
insane.
points. But I mean, dude,
Yeah.
like, get out of here.
Ugh, I'm
Didn't
first
think we were
again.
playing with pros today.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. We're gonna play this Loggerhead Shrike.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one I needed the mouse for. But he's got the bowl nest, so
Nice.
that's what I want with him. Alright. Also, speaking of birds, I was watching something on HBO Max the other day, and they had an ad before it for Sesame Street, because that's on HBO now. And
Wild. Okay.
I heard Big Bird's new voice, and I got really sad.
Oh.
Because it made me think about Carol Spinney and how Carol Spinney died, and
Oh.
that was a bummer.
That sucks.
Not that the new voice is bad. The new
Sure.
voice is not. It's just, it was like, oh, it's not Carol Spinney.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah. Where am I at? Oh, one behind. I gotta get some more eggs out.
Indigo bunting or a chance? Chance. Nice.
Wait, what happened?
I was drawing 2 cards and I had drawn
Oh, okay.
one from the hand that was there.
Got it.
And I was like, chance or no? And I went with chance and it was a good one.
Good. Because sometimes it's not.
I know, because sometimes it's just the exact opposite of what you were hoping for.
Yep. And then you're like, damn it.
Man, that scissor-tailed flycatcher, I know that it's like the bird on the cover, so like of course it's beautiful, but like, damn, that's a fancy bird.
It's a cool looking bird. I agree. Let's spend one of my grass. that happened? I thought I was spending. Oh, that's. I gotta hit the X. That's what. Alright. On my grass, get another egg. Get some more stuff up. And then let's card one of those. And bird. The nice thing is, I have one bird out there who, if I just spend one egg, I get to draw 2 cards.
That's pretty good.
So I haven't had to like go into the wetlands and draw anything. I've just been getting them all stinking bird.
That's really smart though, because then you don't really have to spend any food or energy on putting anything in a wetland because none of the goals specify that you have to do that.
Yep.
That's pretty sweet.
I currently have 5 birds in my hand.
Nice. You don't happen to have that ability of, or I'm sorry, that bonus of keeping birds in hand, do you?
Unfortunately not.
Damn.
For once I... No, I have... My bonus cards are birds with wingspans of 30 centimeters or less. And I have birds with the bowl nests.
Nice.
Those are my bonus.
Oh, good.
Because I have 2 bonus. Yeah.
Northern mockingbird. A male mockingbird may learn around 200 songs throughout its life.
Man, male mockingbirds are busy. They may learn up to 200 songs in their lives.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, I don't know 200 songs. Not like that.
They're like an iPod Classic.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Gain that. And, sure, let's get that indigo bunting out there. We'll put him out there. And then hopefully on the next turn I should be able to load up with eggs.
Mm-hmm. That's
Fingers crossed. Are we all at? Ooh, I'm tied with the spoonbill.
Nice.
Yep. I think I can pull out ahead though on this next turn.
Alright. Oh good, okay. Need me some of that, one of these, and I'll take one of those.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Ooh, 2 turns left. Loggerhead Shrike. When another player takes the gain food, if they gain any mice, you also gain 1. Awesome, I gained a mouse.
Nice.
Not that it helps me now, but still. Let's see. Eggs. And... there. Let's discard a berry and get another egg. There. And let's card that to draw some cards just to be on the safe side. Bronzed cowbird. Doesn't even have a nest. Interesting. Alright.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. They don't make nests. They just use other birds' nests.
Oh, little moochers.
There's like, raise my kids, bye. Oh snap! I pulled way out ahead. Yo, nice. Oh yeah, there's no catching up to you.
Oh, and I
think
get to lay what?
Stick it to that kingfisher though.
Oh yeah. one more turn where I can lay a few more eggs, so
Nice.
that's good. Yeah. So I should have this one at least. Unless the spoonbill's just like shooting them out all of a sudden.
Yo, that'd be super sad. Get out of here. Don't even try me, Kingfisher. Pull that ahead of you.
Do I get them out? Players lay one egg. Alright. Lay. Oh my goodness, there are so many things happening. Just don't skip. Now we're laying some more egg. 2 there. 1 there. Don't need to spend any food right now. That. Gain some more cards. Why not? Alright. That was my last turn.
Nice. Alright. For my last turn, I'm actually not going to lay eggs because there's not much of a point. And I'm going to play a high point bird instead.
Ooh. Good call, good call.
Scissor-tailed flycatcher.
Yeah,
The mating
title
display
bird.
of these birds involves aerial acrobatics that show off
Nice.
the long tail.
Yo, good job with that last round. That's wild.
Yeah, I was really surprised by how many I was able to get. But I had birds that were able to have a lot of eggs on them, so I just loaded them up.
This is gonna be
Alright,
very
now-
tight.
Let's see who did this.
Get out of here, Kingfisher. What? Dude. No. What?
Oh,
You.
oh. Oh no, that king.
Oh.
Womp womp.
But you know what? That Kingfisher,
Look at my score.
you won. A.
Nice.
Nice. And between the two of us, you won. Yay. We're not even gonna worry about that Kingfisher. That 81 means nothing to me.
Oh, that's a ridiculous score.
I know, I don't think I've ever gotten 81 points in this game.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, what bird did you have that you stashed 18 food points on it? What is that?
Details. Yeah, I don't even know.
Oh. But how? What's your ability? Gain 1. Oh. Okay, it's not 1 bird, it's 2. Their
Yeah.
white-breasted nuthatch and their mountain chickadee
Yep.
each cache every turn. Okay,
Yep.
well, that'll do
Every
it.
turn. That's insane.
Yeah, like
Oh,
every
when
every
activated,
time that it's
yeah.
activated. So every time that they gathered food, they gained an additional 2 points. Okay, well, that'll do it. That's wild.
Ridiculous.
That's really smart though, because that shows you a little bit of like here's a way to consider building your engine, right? Like make something that will really stash you a ton of points with minimal effort.
Yep. Alright, well, we tried.
We tried, and you know what? We won in our hearts. That's what I think. You know why? 2 reasons. We had fun, and we met that little black skimmer, and he's gonna go take on the world even if we can't.
That's right. And look how close our scores are.
I know. That just means
You and
that
I
we
were
were
so close.
keeping pace and having fun. So that's really all
Yeah,
that I give a
it's-
shit about anyway.
Indeed.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us with our last March stream. We'll be back with springtime games starting next week, and we'll put some details about next week's stream up on our Twitter. So go ahead and take a look there if you want to get a heads up for what we're doing next week. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. May it be full of birds, and may you be friends with those birds.
Bye, everybody.